Good afternoon, Night Nation. It is Wednesday, September 22nd, and you are inside the Lair with Kirby and Blair. Kirby, lots going on in the castle. Let's get right to and talk about that volleyball team we got.
What a nail-biter last night. The Vikings from Hayfield came into town. Both teams were sitting at 2-1 in the Gopher Conference, and it came down to the fifth and final set, Blair.
Oh, a spine tingler.
The Knights ended up pulling out that fifth set 15-13, but boy, did they show some grit and some toughness. In one set, they ended up coming back to win. They were down 16-22 and ended up scoring the last, 9 out of the 10 last points, Blair.
It says a lot about a team when you can be in a hole like that and you get together and you bond and you get going and you make that deficit up. And that team is full of a lot of great senior leadership and experienced underclassmen who make that possible.
Speaking of a senior, here is Stella Redskill serving that final point in that set.
Stella now, set point number 1. Nice pass. Here's a set. Miscommunication. The Knights come back from being 6 down. Woo! And rattle off 9 of the last 10 points.
All right. Congratulations to the Knights. They now move to 6-3 on the year and 3-1 in the Gopher Conference. But before that, there's one more clip, Blair, that I want to show the people.
Yeah, let's watch
Emma
this.
Paulson came up clutch with the last serve being up by 1. They needed one more point. Let's check it out.
Kind of pushing that back corner. Let's see if Emma hits it there again.
I'd like to see him go out on a kill. I'd like to see him really
Here's the
destroy
serve.
the ball.
The short. Oh, and it drops in. What a way to end on the ace from Paulson. Her teammates hugging her.
Emma Paulson.
It can't get any tighter than that,
No,
Claire.
it cannot.
So congrats to the girls. I might have said 6-3. They're actually 6-2.
Yeah. Kirby, it's so nice to see some of the younger players step up and have great moments like that, like Emma did. This team, they got to keep working, but this team has a chance to be pretty special.
Yeah, and it's been fun to watch. Their next game is tomorrow night at JWP. Let's move on to football as the Knights fall to Rushford-Peterson last Friday. You're wearing the Rushford-Peterson green today.
I lost the bet.
But anyways, the Knights football team is now 1-2 as Hayfield comes to town this weekend. It's a noon start on Saturday, but let's talk about the Trojans versus the Knights last week. Josh Schmidt was able to get to 100 yards again on 21 carries. Nice game for the senior running back. Another touchdown to add to. And the other touchdown from the Knights came from a lineman on the defensive side of the ball with a scoop and score. Congrats to Buck Olchenbruns on his first ever TD.
Yeah, Kirby, look at that game, and it was 0-0 after the first quarter. And then at halftime, just 12 minutes of gameplay later, it's 30-0. Yes. And turnovers. And you can't blame just one player for that. Those are team turnovers because that defense was coming at our skill position players, and we just have to get better at holding on to the football.
Well, absolutely. And you know what? They were blitzing us, and our line was having trouble getting it to, protecting. But anyways, we're going to try to rebound this Saturday. You'll be on the call.
I'll be on the call. I think it'll be a good game. I think it'll be a good game for the Knights to play during the day against the Hayfield team that is struggling, but you can't take them for granted. But I think it could be a very good opportunity to get back to 500.
All right. Let's look forward to that. Right now, our school is offering something called the Sports Pack, which after school, if you need a snack because you can't get home right away to get a snack or something to eat, all you got to do is sign up either in the office or in the cafeteria during breakfast, okay, or your coach can also sign you up.
Coach can do it too, yeah. Sports Pack.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's an awesome thing.
All right, well, here's a word from our sponsor for this week's show.
Holy cow! Bombay Dairy is celebrating their 25th year service. With 15 employees, Bombay Dairy provides milk for all of America by milking over 700 head of Holsteins. The Leckfolds and all of Bombay Dairy are proud to support Kinyuanamingo activities. You can contact them at 507-210-7561. Do you got milk?
Thank you to Bombay Dairy for sponsoring this week's show. We appreciate that. Here is an interview with our very own Jet Smith, who interviewed Stacy Quam, the FCCLA advisor, and Stacy wanted to give some information to anybody interested in joining their group.
Hello, I'm Jet Smith here with Ms. Quam, the FCCLA advisor.
Hi, I'm going to tell you a little bit about a meeting that we have coming up later this week. It is a meeting for students in grades 9 through 12 who are interested in joining FCCLA. And you might be wondering what that is. It stands for Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America. And what we typically do as far as the involvement in that chapter, we give back to our community through different activities and service opportunities. And we also compete in a few different things related to the FACS classes that I teach. So our meeting will be taking place on Thursday, September 24th during Sea Lunch in my classroom. And if you would like to know a little bit more about that, look for these signs in the hallway. It says the date and the time, and if you for some reason miss that meeting, you can always come and talk to me and I'll tell you more about what we do. Thank you.
Yep, thank you for that.
That's a great interview.
Yes.
The weather's getting colder. Today is the autumnal equinox, so it only can tell you that it's going to get colder, right? A blanket, and I've seen these blankets. These are good blankets. These aren't chintzy, like, dollar store blankets. These are good blankets. Yes. So get one of these. Show your school pride.
Yep.
They make great gifts.
The KW After Prom Committee is selling blankets with the Knights logo. I'm sure it's on the screen at the moment. And you can talk to anybody that's on that committee and hopefully sell some and raise some money for the After Prom Committee.
Absolutely.
Well, that's it for this week, Blair. It's almost homecoming in 2 weeks.
Yep. Next week we probably will have our candidates' names for you. And thank our crew again. You guys are doing a great job. The biggest compliment I got last week was how great it was to see all of these KW students behind us and contributing to our show. And I take that very seriously. That was really awesome. So good work, everybody.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. He's Kirby, and I'm Blair. I think that's switched around, but we'll see you next time on the Lair.